The other night on my show, I said that the Black Lives Matter organization, the group, are anti-police, anti-white, anti-free speech, anti-capitalist, anti-family, neo-Marxist revolutionaries. And I said I wouldn't make such an enormous accusation without proof. Well, here's your proof. The Black Lives Matter founders and leaders in their own words. First up, Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrisse Cullors admits that she and fellow co-founder Alicia Garza are trained Marxists. Watch.
I think is that we actually do have an ideological frame. Myself and Alicia in particular are trained organizers. We are trained Marxists.
Then you can check the Black Lives Matter website itself, which calls for, quote, a national defunding of police. The Black Lives Matter website also promises to, quote, disrupt the Western prescribed nuclear family structure, end quote. The Black Lives Matter group, the organization, also promotes anti-white discrimination. The Black Lives Matter chapter in Los Angeles called for a so-called Black Christmas, which means a boycott of white-owned stores in favor of black-owned stores. Leaders of the Black Lives Matter movement also condemn capitalism. Anthony Radcliffe, a Black Lives Matter leader but not a founder, says, and I quote, until we start to see capitalism just as nefarious as white supremacy, we will always be struggling. The co-founder of the Black Lives Matter movement, Alicia Garza, likewise demonized capitalism at the 2016 Annette conference. Take a look.
We need to build a different kind of movement, not just by opposing what is wrong, what is fascist, what is xenophobic, what is racist, what is capitalist, imperialist about our president-elect. It's not just about opposing those things. And it's not just about him. But it is also very much about organizing and building power.
The Black Lives Matter group is also anti-free speech. Back in 2017, Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrisse Cullors admitted this to MSNBC's Katie Tur. Take a listen.
Hate speech, which is what we're seeing coming out of white nationalist groups, is not protected under the First Amendment rights.
In fact, constitutionally, hate speech is protected under the First Amendment per the Supreme Court. And lest anybody doubt the true political motives behind this group, aside from their anti-police, anti-family, anti-white, anti-capitalist, anti-free speech, neo-Marxist ideology, Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrisse Cullors admitted to CNN's Jake Tapper that the goal of the Black Lives Matter movement, the group, the organization, is to get President Trump out of office. Take a look.
But our goal is to get Trump out.
Finally, Hawk Newsom, president of Greater New York Black Lives Matter, says if the Black Lives Matter group doesn't get their way, they will burn it down. Take a look.
If this country doesn't give us what we want, then we will burn down this system and replace it. All right. And I could be speaking figuratively. Okay. I could be speaking literally. It's a matter of interpretation.
This is the Black Lives Matter group, the organization, the leaders and founders in their own words.